Hey guys, how's it going? Professor Shuckle here. Today I'm back with our playoffs run for the PGP, where we are representing APA. If you watched the other videos, we APA finished the regular season 4-2 and top of the bell tower standings. Uh, and so in round ones of playoff, we're going to be facing off against NCP again. NCP is basically APA 2. Like, I think all the coaches in NCP play for APA 2. So, in the regular season, I believe we beat them 7-0. So, but obviously this time it's going to be different. They're going to, try harder and obviously playoff pressure and stuff. So it's not going to be as straightforward as last time. Let's just jump into who. So I was picked to play round one of playoffs, and unfortunately, we ended up matching up against Kurt once again. So I was facing my fourth Talonflame, I think, in this tournament. Like, the seating wasn't really, or like the slots weren't really kind to me, and I've had a bunch of bad matchups for Rillaboom, which is really, really annoying. We were actually ended up having the same match as the regular season. So, just a reminder, Kurt has a roster of Landorus Incarnate, Suicune, Mega Tyranitar, Scolipede, Metagross, Malouetta, Talonflame, Whimsicott, Primeape. A pretty interesting roster. As you can see, he didn't pick any mons above 15 points or over, so he chose to play without like one of the broken mons, you can say. It's still a pretty solid, scary draft because like he has Landorus Incarnate. This is Sand Force, not Sheer Force, but he does sand support. Suicune's always a monster. Scolipede's always a monster. Talonflame just matches up really well versus my Rillaboom. Scolipede as well. So, Metagross is a pretty solid DIANCIE check. Malouetta is really good versus my team as well. Whimsicott's a decent... Like, Whimsicott can always be annoying. So, I'd say he had the matchup. For this, because of the matchup and because I've kind of already shown what the best Rillaboom set for the matchup was, I decided to actually just use the same team again. As you can see, it was like my week 4 team. I only just tweaked it a little. I made Urshifu a little fatter, so I lived a crit Mega Horn after rocks from Scolipede. So I just adding extra bulk in defense made that possible. And I made Rillaboom slightly bulkier as well, which allowed it to live Mega Horn from Adamant Life Orb Scolipede after the Grassy Seed boost. But otherwise it's the same team, so let me just quickly go over that. We're running Mega Diancie with, I believe, enough speed for Landorus. Yeah, enough speed for Landorus. Diamond Storm, hasty nature because we have negative defense, but Diamond Storm has a good chance of boosting our defense up, so if we get that, that'd be pretty cool. Earth Power for the Mega Tyranitar as well as the Metagross hits them both hard. Diamond Storm hits the Talonflame and Scolipede, so that's pretty cool. Moonblast is just stab, hits Suicune hard, hits like Whimsicott hard, hits Tyranitar as well. And Stealth Rock is just so that we can start pressuring the Talonflame, especially if we can get a knockoff on it with Rillaboom. So basically, we can make sure the Talonflame is gone for the rest of the game. And as usual, like the Scarf Jirachi, we can bring back Rillaboom, and a Rillaboom can be a threat. So that's the idea behind this set. Next up, we have our Shifu with the Choppleberry, so that in case it's Dragon Dance T-Tar, we can live a +1 hit and KO it back with Drain Punch. Wicked Blow, because Wicked Blow is broken. Drain Punch for the T-Tar. Didn't really need close combat this match because his Wicked Blow resists is literally just Whimsicott. So I didn't really need CC, so Drain Punch felt better because I was not Band-Aid or Scarf. Poison Jab is for the Whimsicott. If I catch it on the switch, it's gone. It has to be like max Kibia Berry to live a Poison Jab. And Sucker Punch is just for the Scolipede or something, even Landorus, just to pick them off with the priority, especially if we play it like it's Scarf. Wanted to fit a U-turn on there, but couldn't. Next up, we have Jirachi, Choice Scarf, same set as last time. Healing Wish is the main role for this set. Healing Wish one of Blastoise, Rillaboom, or P2 basically. Maybe even DIANCIE. Not really sure on DIANCIE. Probably Blastoise or P2, or maybe even Rillaboom. Iron Head for flinching. We're timid, so we're not doing damage, but the point is to flinch because, you know, Hex is a win con. Trick, this is just one way of dealing with like Rest Talk, Carmine, Suicune. We can trick it a Scarf if needed. Thunder just catches the Suicune as well as the Talonflame that might try to switch in hard on it. So Thunder does like 80% to Talonflame and has a good chance to paralyze, like 60%. So yeah, we're running Thunder because Thunder is cooler. Next up, Rillaboom with the Grassy Seed, which activates as soon as we switch in because we have Grassy Surge, giving us a defense boost right away. Oh, sorry, yeah, the Jirachi speed is also for... What is Jirachi speed for? I believe it was for Meloetta. Yeah, I believe it was for Meloetta. So, yeah. Rillaboom, I think it was just faster than Adamant Metagross. Adamant Metagross? Adamant Titar, one of them. Adamant, because, you know, damage output. The bulk lets us live a Life Orb, Adamant, Mega Horn from Scolipede. Facade in case we get burned versus the Talonflame, because it'll probably be Flame Body. It's not going to be Gale Wings this matchup. Knockoff to get rid of items, especially Boots, which would be pretty nice, because then if you have Rock Sub, they take a lot of chip. Sword Stand so that we can break the Talonflame and take it out, even if we get burnt with Facade. And then Glide is just broken, so we're running Glide, and it's priority in terrain, as usual. Next up, Blastoise, which would probably be the most important mon on this team. Max HP, max defense, Scald, Rest, Rapid Spin, Sleep Talk, Rapid Spin in case it is a lead spike stacking Scolipede. Scald is just pretty solid versus his whole team. His only resists are Suicune and Whimsicott, so anything else getting burned is actually pretty cool. Rest Talk for longevity. And lastly, we have Porygon 2 with Eviolite. Mostly like a mixed defensive set, so we can try and use this to scout the Landorus set, like if it's special or physical. So that's why basically this set is to kind of help us not get too KO'd, but I think we might end up if they click Knock first. But if they don't click Knock, I believe we're not too KO'd by any like combination of moves. Yeah, Trace, because they have a bunch of useful abilities for us to trace, namely Prankster, Pressure, and Speed Boost from Scolipede. I guess Flame Body could be useful too. Foul Play hits the Metagross really hard. Also hits like SD Scolipede or like SD Talonflame and stuff, so that's pretty cool. Recover, which is really nice, especially if you go switch it in on Whimsicott. We get Prankster Recover, which is pretty cool. Toxic for the Suicune, Whimsicott, like switching in T-Tar as well. Putting T-Tar on a timer is actually pretty cool. And then Tri Attack is just stab, and again the 30% hacks chance is pretty good. As for leads, I was going to do the same lead as last time, which is Blastoise, because it just led really well versus his team. So our opponent decided to bring Landorus, Scolipede, Whimsicott, Metagross, Talonflame, Suicune. Not seeing Mega Tyranitar made me believe that this was the same team they brought as last time. Obviously last time we didn't get to scout the whole sets because Hacker was playing, I think, and he made like a couple of aggressive doubles, and I got him on that. So like some of his mons died before they could do anything. So I wasn't really sure on the sets of some of them, but it felt like it was the same team. I can see why. The matchup was definitely in their favor. So maybe they thought, you know, because last time it was only a 1-0 close win for me. So maybe thought if they play a little better, they might be able to get a 1-up on me. So that was fine. Also, like, I can see why. They probably needed everything on this team. Like, Talonflame checks Rillaboom. Suicune could kind of check Jirachi. Metagross checks DIANCIE. Scolipede's just really good. This matchup, Landorus was super good. Whimsicott was just here for the Urshifu and, like, you know, just to be annoying in general. So, yeah, like, bringing Mega T-Tar would be hard, but I definitely think it should have come because it was really good versus me. But anyway, I decided to lead Blastoise as usual. As they lead Talonflame, which is perfect because I can click Scald here pretty freely. They go Whimsicott, and I get the first turn Scald Burn, which is really nice. They show leftovers again, so I was like, okay, I can stay in because this is probably going to do like 30% to me. So I click Scald again as they go Metagross. I guess they thought I would switch, but again, like, because it was leftovers, it's probably only going to do like 30% with an energy ball. Like, it was not spec, so he could never OHKO me, and I could get intel on the set if he wanted to click knock or U-turn. Like, I always caught that by staying in. So I click and click Skull. He goes Metagross, doesn't get the burn, which is lucky for him because he made that play. And I can just spam Skull and start weakening down the Whimsicott. Also getting the burn on this is actually pretty huge because now its recovery from leftovers is negated, so every time it comes in on a Scald, it's getting chipped down fast. But I make the play into P2 now, expecting the grass move to come out. He does click Giga Drain. He crits, which is a little unfortunate because he get a little more healing, but not the end of the world. I thought he would switch here into Suicune, so I click Toxic, but he actually stays in and Toxics me back, which is fine. And then he shows Encore, so like, I'm stuck, which is a little annoying, but it's good to know the set. As I go hard Jirachi, because then now this thing cannot do anything to me. As he goes Metagross, which is a good play by him. And I go hard Urshifu because he's not clicking like Hammer Arm versus Jirachi. And yeah, like anything he does, I can go into Urshifu, and Urshifu should tank because Urshifu is physically bulky. And also because I don't need, like, because there's no T-Tar, I can be a little more aggressive with this. And here I decide to just click Wicked Blow. Or no, I actually made the read and click Poison Jab. And luckily get the Poison as they go Suicune, which is a little interesting because if it was Choice Band, Wicked Blow 2, it kills this. So yeah, I click Wicked Blow because I didn't really care what the Suicune wanted to do. So I click Wicked Blow, and I click Wicked Blow again as to make the mistake of clicking Protect. Urshifu's ability means he cannot click Protect, so I get that. At that point, I stayed in because Urshifu was not as like, it was expendable this matchup because of no Tyranitar, so I could be a little more aggressive with it. And taking out Suicune early was really good before it could do like any damage with like Toxic Sub or whatever. So that's pretty cool. They go Whimsicott now, and I just switch into Jirachi because I know I tanked this if they show Moonblast. So Jirachi walls this endlessly, which is really good. So even if I get like burnt or something, I can always just come in on this and Healing Wish for free at the end. So that's pretty cool. And here I decided to click Thunder. There's no reason not to go Talonflame. Anything else didn't want to take. I guess you could have gone Metagross, but like, I could have tried setting up on this. So I think Talonflame play was like, I thought the Talonflame would come in. Even if the Metagross came in and I hit the Thunder and got the Para, that would be pretty cool. So I clicked Thunder and unfortunately miss. If this thing took the Thunder, I think this was physically bulky, so I might have even died. I'm not sure, but if this thing took the Thunder, it would actually drop to Grassy Glide from Rillaboom, which is pretty crazy. But I missed the Thunder, so I switch into Blastoise, expecting the switch into Landorus or Metagross, and I cast that play. And now I click Scald again, as he decides to stay in Toxic. It doesn't really matter, because I can Rest Talk again. He goes Whimsicott, I make the double into Jirachi again. And this time I think I clicked Iron Head. Yeah, as he goes Metagross and tanks. And I go back into Blastoise as he clicks Sub, which is, like, fine. Because Blastoise is not really threatened by this thing. He clicks Tantrum, and as you see, it does nothing. So I click Scald, and break this up, showing that it's a roll, because I think the last call did 24. And this turn, I believe I clicked Rest. Yeah, I clicked Rest, didn't want to start taking more poison damage. Keeping Blastoise healthy was important. And this turn, I believe I went P2 to trace the Prankster. As he clicks Giga Drain, heals up, but now I can click Recover and get back to a good amount of health as well. And I'm slowly chipping down his team. He clicks Giga Drain, and he's like slowly chipping down my P2, I guess. So I make the switch into Jirachi as he clicks Moonblast this time. And then this turn, I believe I clicked Ironhead or Thunder. Well, I clicked Thunder again, and he makes the read into Landorus, which is pretty good by him. And I go P2 because I was like, I have to scout what this thing is. And he clicks Knockoff, showing he's Life Orb Knockoff, which is good because my Diancie revenges this. And then I made the switch into Blastoise, thinking like he was going to click Focus Blast or Superpower. He clicks Earth Power, does 43, so like it's not to hit KO, so we can actually stay in and burn one of our sleep turns. And we get Scald, which is good, so he switches into Whimsicott. and I can go into P2 actually because I can recover with the Prankster. He clicks Giga Drain, doesn't KO us. He is healing though, which is a little annoying, but I can recover on the P2 now, which is pretty good. Yeah, he clicks Giga Drain, he's healing, and we're still like chipped. I don't know if I recovered again. Yeah, I recovered again. I'm trying to get like around. I'm trying to get healthy, but the toxic damage is racking up. So I think I might go into Jirachi this turn. As he clicks Moonblast. And this turn, I think I clicked Iron Head. Yeah, I clicked Iron Head. Only does 10%. He has to go Metagross, and I can go back into Blastoise and burn another sleep turn. They click Sub again. Like that's good for me because they're actually like taking off HP from Metagross, which is fine. And I Sleep Talk and I rolled Scald again, which is really good for me. And now I think I can click Scald once again. Or do I rest? No, I just click Scald again, which is good. So again, chip on the Whimsicott. And I think I go back into Jirachi as they click Giga Drain. So this Whimsicott is really annoying because it keeps like staying around that 80% mark, which is really, really annoying. This turn I did click Iron Head as they go Landorus, and then I clicked Iron Head again, going for the flinch, but they go Talonflame and get the Flame Body Burn, which is fine because this is like just heal. Next time I come in, I'm just gonna click Healing Wish. I went Diancie there because Blastoise could be in range of 2 Brave Birds, especially if he like bulked up or something. So I just went Diancie, trying to get up my rocks. As they go for Steel Wing and miss, I'm not sure if it would have killed because we stayed in regular form, so we'd be a little more bulky. And I think this was like super fat, so I don't know. Their reaction says that they didn't kill, or like it was a roll or something. I'm not sure. It might have mattered. Yeah, I'm not sure if it mattered. Like really sorry to my opponent. But I can go Blastoise now as they do click Steel Wing. So which is good because we got him Blastoise without it taking damage. And now I think I click Scald. Yeah, it clicks Scald again. And now it's good because Whimsicott will take 16-17% from Scald plus 12% from Rock, so it's like 30% chip every time it comes in, so I should be able to wear it down a little easier. And now I think I went Jirachi and click Healing Wish. Yeah, so I go Jirachi because I was not in range of getting KO'd by this thing, and now I can freely click Healing Wish as they make the switch to Landorus, and I decided to click Healing Wish and bring back Porygon 2 actually. Because I thought Blastoise was at a good amount of health, so and he shouldn't be able to kill P2 from like there. I clicked Tri Attack as they actually make the Metagross play, which was interesting because I was like, huh, if I click Foul Play, this thing was gone. But they go Metagross, I can go back into Blastoise as they click Toxic. Doesn't really matter because I've Rest. And I think I click Rest right away. Yeah, I click Rest right away just to get back to 100% as they go Whimsicott. I didn't want to take damage on Blastoise, so I go into Porygon 2 as they click Giga Drain and do like no damage. And now I can click Tri Attack pretty freely because I think they would go for Toxic as they do. And I click Tri Attack and do a good amount of damage to this Whimsicott. That damage is good because they cannot switch in on Blastoise anymore. Rocks into Scald would kill it. So I knew they were going to switch out this turn because the moment they lose Whimsicott, they don't have a switch for Blastoise. Or Urshifu for that matter. Like a way of revenging Urshifu, basically, I think. Especially if I'm like Scarf. Actually, if I was Scarf, I think I won at this point. So, I just made the read and click Foul Play this turn, expecting the Metagross. And they do go Metagross, so Foul Play takes care of that. They go Landorus now, and I decided to keep P2 around and sack Urshifu instead, which is like, it's slower than everything left, so it was not really going to get a kill unless Sucker Punch, but then Sucker Punch is like 50-50. So I thought sacking off Urshifu was fine, and then I could go Diancie and get a kill. So that's what I decided to do. I go Diancie. I know I'm faster. They don't have a Moonblast switch in, or like even Power Gem switch in, because I could flip Power Gem, but I didn't have it. Moonblast was just 100% accurate, so I didn't want to risk a Diamond Storm miss. They go Scolipede. I can't let this thing set up Sword Stand, so I click Diamond Storm. I stand and click Diamond Storm as the click Earthquake and get the kill, which is fine. Because I actually go Rillaboom now and pop my Grassy Seed. This was because I know they didn't kill, and if they switch out, they have to take 25% on Rock, so I will be able to chip this thing down quicker. and Facade would take this thing out. Actually, Facade, or if it didn't, Grassy Glide would. So I think I clicked Knock first. Yeah, I clicked Knock. It does 41% to Talonflame. I don't get the burn, so I Sword Stance because he can't kill me from full. That's the point of the set. As I click Sword Stance and they roost, they show Bulk Up as I click Facade, and again, don't get burned, so it's a little annoying. But they click Brave Bird this turn, and because of that, Facade will pick it off. I do get burnt now, which is a little unfortunate. I could have preferred being burnt before so that Facade would be powered up and Talonflame would be gone and I would be at a better amount of health. But yeah. Anyway, they go into Scolipede. The good thing is Grassy Terrain ends, so they don't get recovery, and Life Orb chip is really good. So I click Glide to do like 17%. As they click Mega Horn, take 10% damage, and then they heal up. So that's good because they only get 2 hits. And they shouldn't be able to kill Blastoise in 2 hits. Like, even if they SD, they need 2 hits to kill me, unless I get, like, both rest rolls on Sleep Talk. And then P2 should beat Whimsicott, and he can't switch into Whimsicott in case I get the Scald, because, yeah, at that point, it's GG. Yeah, because only... And Scorpio can't switch out because it can't come back in, it'll die to Rock, so yeah. So yeah, I go into Blastoise and I click Sleep Talk. As I click Mega Horn, as you can see, I'm not 2-hit KO'd. And I actually get Rapid Spin, but just shy of the KO, but which is a little unfortunate. But yeah, they click Mega Horn and die, and I click Sleep Talk again and get Rest this time. Doesn't really matter because they go Whimsicott, but they don't heal enough to be out of P2 range. Yeah. So they click Giga Drain, but they're still 15% or 21%, so Tri-Attack should kill it. I guess they could have gone for a Giga Drain crit, maybe healing them enough, and Tri-Attack not doing enough back, but they went for Moonblast, and I click Tri-Attack, and I pick up the KO and the win. So that's pretty cool. We would beat this matchup 1-0 again. Definitely played Blastoise a lot better this time. Made good use of Jirachi and Urshifu too in the middle. Kept Rillaboom, like, we made the right use of Rillaboom's Grassy Seed as well to put pressure at the right time. So that was, like, well done. Yeah. Anyway, so I believe I played first because I played Wednesday because, like, I was going to use the same team, so I just played first without, like, any mocks or anything. I just told them I'm using the same team. Just played. Was a little annoyed I got a Talonflame again, so, like, honestly, I just want to get out of the way. And, like, even if I lost, because my matchup was one of the worst ones, at least the loss was early, so, like, my team could pick me up if needed, but I do end up winning. And this week, I don't remember the order, but as you can see on the screen, Shackle King played really well and won 5-0, which is pretty cool. Dai played really well as well to get a close 1-0 win over Hacker. Sky and Zombie actually played a pretty good game, but now Zombie made, like, some really aggressive reads to put, like, Sky on the back foot. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Silver and Ultra Player, they got their repeat matchup, but this time Josh brought, like, wildly different sets and played really well to beat Silver. Panther played really well, so Panther's, like, back from he was back playing, and he played really well to beat the NCP's best player, so that was pretty hype. So we did end up winning the week 5-2, and Milan lost, GCS lost a pretty close game to Slick. That matchup was, like, pretty tough. Like, Slick's team's really, like, super offensive with, like, Coco, Kyurem, Buzzwole. Like, it's a pretty strong team. Like, I mocked, and it was a pretty fun team to use. So, but yeah, we win 5-2 and make it to the semifinals, where we face up SBT, which were our week 6 opponents. And here they decided to do, like, randomizations from a neutral mod so that we wouldn't get matched up with the same matchups as week 6. So I was happy with that because that meant I wouldn't face a Talonflame because I faced Toxic in that week 6, so I wasn't going to face him. Although I don't think I would have minded because I took a 2-minute... I built my team in 2 minutes in week 6, and we only lost 1-0. So, and I didn't take Rillaboom, so, you know, maybe if I brought, like, Rillaboom or Urshifu... I think I took Urshifu, but Yeah, maybe we could have had the matchup, but I don't know. I was just happy I wasn't facing another Talonflame. I was so annoyed of seeing Talonflame versus Rillaboom. It's so annoying. But anyway, for this week, I was matched up. I was picked to play again, and I was facing Skyquake, who has a pretty interesting team. Like, I'm not sure if like the synergy, like I don't see it, but like just pretty good and matches up pretty well versus my team. Um, so anyway, they have a team of Mew, Mega Aggron, Tracheon, Rotom-Mow, Gastrodon, Noivern, Drapion, Pyroar, Clefable. Actually, Mega Aggron plus Clefable kind of makes sense, so I can see it. Yeah, it's pretty scary roster, like Mew, Clefable, Mega Aggron, Tracheon, pretty solid threats. Rotom-Mow is actually pretty good versus my team because it can Volt Switch for free. My ground type is Camel, so it doesn't resist like while it's neutral to Leaf Storm, but like its Spadef is not that good to take on Rotom-Mow. Tracheon's really good versus my team. My only resist is like Dusknoir, physically defensive. Mega Aggron is fantastic versus my team. Like Spadef, Curse, Restock is just, yeah, really good versus my team. And my team doesn't hit Mega Aggron super hard unless I bring Camel. Mew can be like whatever. Mew is just like, can do whatever it wants to do. Gastrodon's pretty solid DIANCIE switch, and Noivern's a pretty solid Rillaboom check. But at least I won't get burnt if I click Glide, so, like, I'm fine clicking Glide. So, anyway, yeah, let's jump into the team for this matchup. Starting off, we have Rillaboom again. Adamant, max attack, enough speed for Modest Clef, or just Jolly Clef maybe? Something like that. I didn't need a lot of speed because his speed tiers were like a little, they were either faster than me or slower than me, so we're running Grassy Glide, Knockoff, U-Turn, Drum Beating. Glide is just broken, Knockoff to get rid of items, especially the boots on Noivern, leftovers on Clefable, any other switch. I guess Knockoff still does a lot to like Pyroar if it comes, and getting rid of Drapion's item is really nice as well. U-Turn for momentum, and Drum Beating was in case I was able to knock off the Noivern's boots before. The next time I come in, I can click Drum Beating, and it would take 25% from rocks plus like 20 something from Drum Beating, and it would be slower than my Rillaboom. Oh, that's why I have the speed. The speed was for so that a Noivern, which is creeping my Mega DIANCIE, after Drum Beating will be slower than me. So that was the speed for. So yeah, basically after rocks and then Drum Beating, it would be in range of knockoff. If it's around 34 to 40%, something like that. So that's why I just made that set so I could take out the Noivern if needed. Drum Beating is also good for like set up Mew, slowing it down so that other things would be faster, especially the next thing on my team, which is our Urshifu Choice Band. So Drum Beating works really well for that. So anyway, yeah, we have our Urshifu with the Choice Band, and we are Jolly with enough speed for the Drapion. Probably should have just been Adamant and creeping Rotom-Mow, or I don't think you can creep Rotom-Mow if you're Adamant. So I probably should have just been creeping Rotom-Mow. But I think the bulk didn't help me with anything, so I just went with like creeping Drapion just in case it comes, and then we can take it out with close combat. But anyway, Wicked Blow, super strong, solid. Their only resist is Clefable, nothing, and Terrakion, but Terrakion's not going to switch in because I could click close combat. U-Turn for momentum. Iron Head hits the Clef plus the Terrakion, so that's really good. Also hits the Noivern, and yeah. And close combat just hits everything else, which doesn't resist, yeah, anything that resists Wicked Blow is hit by close combat, so that's pretty cool. I mean, other than Clef, but yeah. The job is, it's a good breaker, especially if I bring it in on like Gastrodon and something, I can basically get a kill. Yeah, so pretty solid mod. Next up, we can also bluff Scarf initially, so to scare out threats, so that's cool. Next up, we have Mega DIANCIE, and we are enough speed for Terrakion, and just max special attack Timid. We're running Moonblast, Earth Power, Stealth Rock, and Nature Power. So Nature Power in grassy terrain becomes Energy Ball, and Oko's Gastrodon, even if it's Spadef. So basically, I thought the only switch-ins to the team were either Mega Aggron, which would have to be Restock if you want to switch into Diancie, and or Gastrodon. So I thought Gastrodon was just a more like reliable Diancie check. So if it came, I could just Nature Power take it out if it trains up. And Rocks is just good for the Noivern, especially if I knock off its boots. Also good for chip on like I don't think Clef. No, Clef's gonna be Magic Guard. Good for chip on just like Mew and Rotom and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Next up, we have Dusknoir with leftovers, max physically defensive, so that we can take on Terrakion. We are not to hit KO'd by Choice Banded Terrakion. I believe it's a roll with leftovers in my favor. Yeah, and with pressure, because Terrakion's most scary moves, Stone Edge and Close Combat, only have 8 PP. So with pressure, they only have 4. So if you can like dodge a Stone Edge or get this in on a close combat, we're wasting 2 PP, which is really nice. Restock, so for longevity, Haze is in case Terrakion is sub SD or like a setup Mew, setup Clefable, setup Gastrodon, things like that. And Seismic Toss is just for consistent 100 HP damage. Can wear down things pretty fast just because we can Restock and keep ourselves healthy. So yeah, main idea for the set is just to not lose to Terrakion. Sub Terrakion, I don't think Scarf comes because Scarf loses to Grassy Glide. Band could come because he just clicks Stone Edge and does a lot of damage to whatever on my team. So it's either going to be sub, SD, or banded Terrakion. So Dusknoir is just to help me not lose to it. Next up we have Porygon 2 with the Eviolite, mostly Spadef for the Mew and Clefable, also Gastro, Rotom-Mow. Oh, Rotom-Mow and Noivern, that's our best switch into it. Trace helps us trace like a couple of useful abilities, Synchronize, Filter, Levitate, I guess. Stormed in from Gastrodon, so we would we switch in on Skull, we get the special attack boost. Noivern should be Frisk, I think, but if it's Frisk, then P2 becomes Frisk, but we would Frisk the Noivern, so it doesn't really help. Yeah, so Trace is fine. Mostly Spadef, some physical bulk to. I don't know if that helped with anything, but Teleport for pivoting. Try Attack is just stab and the Hacks chance. Recover for longevity, and Thunder Wave just to cripple things and make them slower than Urshifu, because Urshifu is really good this matchup. Outside of Clef, so if you can wear down the Clef. And so we need to basically wear down the Clef or pressure it. So if we go Urshifu, we want to click U-turn and bring in the Clef and then have something that punishes that. So we brought Jirachi with Calm Mind, 3 attacks, enough speed, max speed, so we speed tie with Mew, just in case it is max speed Mew, and Mew will probably be creeping Urshifu, so, and then it only needs like 12 or 16 EVs more to speed tie Jirachi, so I would expect max speed Mew. So yeah, just in case, because Jirachi can obviously get Spadef drops with Shadow Ball, 40% chance, Flash Cannon has 20% chance to drop special attack, and then Aura Sphere was for the, Mega Aggron, hitting that thing harder. But yeah, basically this is to abuse Clefable. Kind of wish I had Energy Ball as well, but it was really hard to fit it on there. Maybe Shadow Ball could have been Energy Ball or like Psyshock or something, but again, then I wouldn't hit the Mew as hard. So I went with Shadow Ball for the Spadef drops, but yeah. Anyway, as for leads, I was mostly thinking P2 or Dusknoir, but seeing the team, I thought Mega Aggron was going to lead, just because I thought it was like really free versus my team, and I didn't think Terrakion would run Rocks. Actually, they have 4 Rockers, so anything could be Rocks, but I thought Aggron, Mew, or... yeah, anyway, they brought a team of Mega Aggron, Clefable, Gastrodon, Noivern, Mew, Terrakion. Mostly what I expected. Some people have Rotom-Mow over Gastrodon just because Volt Switch is really free versus this team. Especially if I go P2, they bring in Terrakion for free. So, yeah, it's like tricky matchup for sure. But yeah, I decided to just lead Urshifu in case they let like Clef or something. And I can U-turn out. Or if they let Aggron, I could stop it from Mega Evolving right away. Or it could just stay in like regular form with Sturdy and then Body Press back. So, yeah, I decided to just lead Urshifu, and they do lead Aggron, so which works out for me as I decide to click U-turn. They stay in and Mega Evolve. They do live the hit for sure, but if I click Close Combat, I died to Body Press, so I decided to just click U-turn and go into Dusknoir, just to see what it wants to do, because he can't do much to me. As he shows Curse, which is the right bring this matchup, and I click Seismic Toss. As he clicks Heavy Slam and does 41%, so Dusknoir is heavy and I'm physically defensive. And now click Haze because of Curse, he's slower than me. And now I can click Rest and start PP stalling him, basically, as he can never 2-hit KO me with, yeah. And now I can click Sleep Talk, and I get Seismic Toss, which is cool. As he clicks Heavy Slam and does 38, so it's like, yeah, the roll's like 38 to like 45 or whatever. I click Sleep Talk and I get Seismic Toss again, as he clicks Rest himself, so he is Rest Talk, Curse, Heavy Slam. I can PP stall his Heavy Slams out, basically, at this point. I click Haze, I wake up, and basically at this point I'm PP stalling this 1v1. And I click Seismic Toss as he does make the Clefable play, which is really interesting because I thought he'd try to keep this healthy, because at this point, it is kind of in range. Well, it has leftovers, so it'll be out of range, but if you, let's say, take another Seismic Toss, it's in range of 2 Wicked Blows from Urshifu. But I go Jirachi as he clicks Rock, and here, again, thinking he would switch, I click Calm Mind. As he actually stays in and click Knockoff, again, like he was ready to give me damage on Clef, which, like, I don't really get, because the moment he gives me Clef, he doesn't have an Urshifu switch, so really surprised by that. Yeah. But I click Calm Mind as he clicks Knockoff and gets rid of my lefties, which is a little annoying. And I click Shadow Ball here. I was like, there's no way he's staying in right now, because if he gives me Clef, Urshifu wins. So I click Shadow Ball. Only do 20% to the Gastro, which is Spidef, as I expected for the Diancie, and I don't get the Spidef drop. And I pulled up P2, thinking he would go for Scald. But he actually pulls the double into Mew. I guess he was scouting for Energy Ball, which is a fair play by him. Kind of wish I just stayed and clicked Shadow Ball. But in comes the Mew, and there's actually a free Thunder Wave for me, so I didn't mind it. As he actually clicks Close Combat and does 61%, showing he's actually choice banned Mew, because only that thing could have done 61%. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. As I click Thunder Wave and I hit, Synchronized Para, doesn't really matter on P2 because it's slow anyway. And now I go Dusknoir because I know he's choice banded. He clicks Close Combat. Yeah, it does no damage. And here I think I clicked... No, I pulled a double into Rillaboom, not expecting the Mew to stay in. And yeah, I expected Clef, basically. And yeah, in comes the Clef. But it is at 100. So this time I actually clicked U-turn and not... Knock, because I want to bring in Diancie and get up my own rocks and start pressuring things. As they go Clefable, again, I do not get this play at all, because I know this thing is physically defensive. It's not taking a Moonblast from Diancie. So I Mega Evolve, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll fire off my free Moonblast, and it does 59%. As they click Moonblast, don't get the special attack drop, so this thing is gonna drop. And here, I kind of make an aggressive play. So this is still in range of Moonblast, even after the recovery. And right now, it's in range of 2 Wicked Blows from Urshifu. And at this point, I kind of wish I had Baton Pass, because I could have just gone into Urshifu hard on whatever switched in, because it was either going to be Gastrodon or Mega Aggron, and both of them gave me Urshifu and a free Close Combat, or like Wicked Blow, whatever. But here, I thought he would go Gastro, because I thought the only reason for Gastro here was the check Diancie. Like, other than that, I guess it could check Jirachi, but if I was like Psyshock or Physical, or like Cosmic Power, he wasn't checking it with Gastro either. So I thought his switch would be the Gastro here, and I make an aggressive play and click Nature Power. As he actually goes Mega Aggron, so I guess that was a good mid-ground play. And at this point, I was like kicking myself for revealing Nature Power, because I thought it could have been clutch later. So now he's never going to stay in with Gastrodon when terrain's up, so that I was like, and my ways of killing Gastrodon are tough without Toxic. So yeah, in comes the Mega Aggron, and I go back into Dusknoir, I believe, yeah, and they pull the double into Gastrodon now, which is fine. I think I just click Seismic Toss, If they click Toxic, it's fine. Like I can rest. They click Scald. I think I clicked it one more time. No, I clicked Rest right away to keep myself at 100% so that I was not too acute by Tracheon. He goes for Toxic. And then I just burn my Sleep Tox because this Gastrodon cannot do anything to me. He clicks Scald. And this time, since it's at 57, I know he's going to recover. So I go hard into Urshifu as he does recover. And now I click Wicked Blow. And he decides to sack off his Mew, which is fine. And this does give him a free Tracheon, which is really scary. So I go back into Dusknoir as he clicks Sub, I believe. Yeah, he clicks Sub, showing he's Sub lefties. Leftovers kind of made it think that he was Swords Dance, not Life Orb 3 attacks. So as he does click Swords Dance, and I click Sleep Talk and get Haze, which is really good. So that's cool to know that he's SD, but his moves are probably Stone Edge in close combat. So as long as I can, I can basically PP stall him here. He clicks Stone Edge and misses as I click Haze, and it works out because that's 2 PP gone from Stone Edge. Here I click Seismic Toss. I probably should have spammed Haze in hindsight. Yeah, I think I should have just spammed Haze in hindsight because Haze has 48 PP. So I can outstall his SDs, and even if he heals up, he's now +2. Here he clicks Stone Edge again, he hits, but I Haze immediately, and so I'm again out of range of Stone Edge. I believe I click Rest here as he clicks SD again. And he clicks Stone Edge, does 75%, and I get the Haze, which is cool. And then this turn, I think I went hard Rillaboom. Because I was in range of the Stone Edge. So, I went Rillaboom. I lived to Stone Edge. I think I lived to Close Combat too. Yeah, I lived to Close Combat too, and I could threaten the Glide. So, and now I decided to click Knockoff, make an aggressive play, because he was not going to give me Tracheon, because he must have realized how good it was, especially if he subs up on P2 or Urshifu. So I know he was switching out, and I clicked Knockoff, get rid of it, get rid of Noivern's Boot, which is really good because next time it comes in, it takes 25% from rocks. And now I go P2 as he does click Roost, which is fine. And here I try to click Recover as he clicks Taunt, which is really, really, really annoying. But I click Try Attack this turn, and unfortunately, it's not enough for it to a KO. I mean, it didn't matter because Clef is faster anyway. And I was still taunted, so I switch into Jirachi as he soft boils up, and now the Clefable is back at a good amount of health where I can kill it with Urshifu. But I make the double into Rillaboom, expecting the Gastrodon, but he goes Aggron again. So, which is fine. And I just click U-turn, and I think I go Urshifu because I know he's just Curse Heavy Slam, so he can't kill me even if he curses up. So he does curse up, so I decide not to click Close Combat because it'll do less now. So I do Wicked Blow, which crits and ignores the defense boost. As he clicks Heavy Slam, but the Wicked Blow puts it in range of another one. So I make the switch into Jirachi, which covers the Clef play, as he does go Clef, which is good for us. And then I make the P2 play, expecting the Gastro. Yeah, in comes the Gastro. Here I probably should have clicked Thunder Wave, but I clicked Recover, trying to get P2 back to a good amount of health, and not realizing that what was going to come, and that was the Tracheon. Initially go hard Dusknoir thinking, but I knew he was going to sub, as he does click sub. And now this is interesting, because if he clicks Stone Edge and misses, I wall this thing, right? If he clicks Close Combat, he wastes 2 PP. I guess he could click Swords Dance, but I was going to click Sleep Talk, and then basically if I click Sleep Talk and I get Haze, he's in a bad, or Seismic Toss, he's in a bad position. Like his best bet was to hit the Stone Edge and take me out, and then basically he forces the Rillaboom sack on my part, or basically forces a sack from my part, right? So I thought he was going to click Stone Edge because if he doesn't, and I waste the Sleep Talk sleep turn, next turn I can click Haze or Seismic Toss, and he has to click Stone Edge, and if he misses, then his Tracheon is walled forever by my Dusknoir. So I thought he would click Stone Edge here and take this thing out. So I make the switch into Jirachi, trying to waste the last Stone Edge so that my Dusknoir can wall it. And he clicks Close Combat, which is really interesting. It's a pretty aggressive play, and I guess I could see it because I've been aggressive the whole game. So he made this aggro play, I guess, and it worked out for him. I would call it a 50-50, and 50-50 is not skill, it's luck. So I guess he got lucky that turn, which is really unfortunate because if I wasted the last Stone Edge turn, obviously Dusknoir walled this. So yeah, but at this point I decided, okay, I'm just gonna sack off Rillaboom to get Diancie in, because Diancie is still looking super strong with Aggron weakened, and like I get the Glut, and then I get 4 turns of grassy terrain, so it's not even like Gastro can come in, so it's gonna be like 4 kills. He goes Aggron. I wanted to click Earth Power so hard, but I didn't know if he would sack Noivern because Rillaboom was gone, so Noivern was kind of useless. But he goes Aggron. He gives me Aggron, so I just click Moonblast and take it out. He goes Gastro here. Obviously, this is bait, but again, this is not a 50-50. I could stand and click Moonblast, or I click Nature Power and take this thing out. Probably should have clicked Moonblast in hindsight, but he could have again gone for Scald, and I'm probably should have calced that. I didn't really calc if Scald killed me. But I click Nature Power as he makes the play into Noivern. Again, it's a risky play because if I click Moonblast, this is gone. And then something else has to take a Moonblast, so either Clef or Gastro. I guess he would have gone Clef then and softballed on the Moonblast, but I think I win that 1v1 exchange. So I wasn't sure, but yeah, I click Nature Power there and he gets me with the aggressive play again. So he's basically in my head right now. I click Super Fang and misses. Doesn't actually matter too much because the HP on this is not important. It's that I cannot kill this thing. So it's just have to make sure of that. I go P2 as I think he pulls the double. No, he clicks Scald. Yeah, and here I think I clicked hard Thunder Wave. Yep. So I get the Tracheon, so now my Urshifu is faster. So as long as this thing is not behind a sub, Urshifu can win. So I decided to just stay in, and I think I think I clicked Tri Attack because with the special attack boost, obviously I would break the sub because it did 16%. It would break the sub. I get paired, but then he gets paired. And unfortunately, Tri Attack was a roll. And this turn I went Dusknoir, thinking he was going to close combat, but he gets paired. Again, like I don't know what he clicked here. I don't think he clicked SD because he didn't need SD. So that definitely that's lucky because if he clicked close combat, he wasted 2 PP there. But then I go back into P2 to get the Stone Edge, and I'm pretty sure he clicked Stone Edge here and he got paired. So again, like the pairs are not helping me here, to say the least. And I click Tri Attack here and break the sub. So I was like, okay, thankfully that pair worked in my favor. And I click Tri Attack again as he gets paired again. So I was like, okay, maybe I should just try to abuse that and go for Teleport. As he does get paired again. So really sorry, but if he didn't get paired on the turn I went to Dusknoir, Dusknoir back to P2, one of those turns, I think he would have wasted PP. So like he definitely got lucky with those pairs and then got unlucky with these pairs, I think. Not sure. But I know the moment he clicks a Stone Edge, which is not Dusknoir, he loses because Dusknoir walls it. So, yeah. But I go to Shifu now and close combat. No, actually, I clicked Iron Head because it covered everything. And here, did I double? No, I stayed in and just Iron Head. I know this Gastro is not a Rocky Helmet, so there's no drawback. Here, I think I will go back into P2, and I think he pulls the double. Yeah, he pulls a good double and gets me with the Tracheon. And he clicks sub as I click Teleport and bring in Dusknoir. Basically, hoping for a para or a miss at this point, but he hits the Stone Edge, and that's kind of really unfortunate because I have to sack one to break the sub. In my head, I thought Urshifu was my best chance of winning with Wicked Blow because the clef was so low. So I click Moonblast as he clicks Close Combat and takes me out. But I can go Urshifu and click Close Combat. I can click Close Combat here and get my kill. Yeah. Couldn't really click Iron Head because I knew the Gastro was coming in, and I couldn't click Wicked Blow just in case he stayed in. So I have to switch out here as he does click Moonblast, I believe. Yeah, and here I recover because I know if he doesn't recover, he loses to Bandit Ironhead cleaning up. He clicks Knock, gets rid of my EV Light as I click Thunder Wave, trying to get the Clef paralyzed and try to make it in my favor. Especially, basically, if the Clef got paired on the right turn, I won with Urshifu. And now basically I'm trying to make it in range of Urshifu's Ironhead. As he actually this turn, I probably should have teleported. And then basically my best shot of winning was to get go Urshifu and get a flinch or a para, I would say. I was not going to win the game with P2 because if the Tracheon comes in on P2, even if Clefable dies, I lose to sub Tracheon, right? So he goes Tracheon here and click sub as expected. I click try attack, don't break sub. Basically, I'm hoping for para so I can break the sub and then teleport. Yeah, he gets parried there, and I click try attack, breaks the sub, but he doesn't get parried here. So I'm just trying to sack P2. He close combat, gets it. I have to go Urshifu and basically hope for a para into a flinch or a para. So definitely not in my favor. I click Ironhead, he breaks free and kills me. So really unfortunate ending. I definitely think I had the game, especially given the start. Dusknoir, that set put me at a good start, so I was really bummed out. I messed up this endgame. Or I messed up versus the Tracheon the first time, I guess. And needless aggressive play into Jirachi caught me with the CC. So that was a 50-50 in my eyes. And he won that 50-50. So he won two 50-50s. Which is like, yeah, fine. He played well, like nothing to take away. He brought the right sets. Sub ST Tracheon, Curse, Mega Aggron, Spit Def, Gastrodon. Mew could be anything, so that's fine. Defensive Clef, Heavy Duty Boots, Noivern with Super Fang Ton. Those were definitely the best sets to bring this matchup. So, yeah, but I was really bummed out because, like, my matchup was bad, but it was still better than some of the other matchups my teammates had. So I should have probably tried to win mine, especially, like, this was winnable. Like, he played well, but I could have definitely beaten him. Yeah, I guess I got that read wrong. I should have maybe just kept Dusknoir around once. Even if I sacked Dusknoir, I could have done the Rillaboom thing, taken it out, and then if I spam T-Wave with the P2, I always had Jirachi as well to pressure the Clef plus Tarak. So with Urshifu between them, like, it would have become really hard for him to check Diancie, Jirachi, and Urshifu. So maybe I should have gone for that route. I guess I didn't need to be super aggressive there, but he probably just called on my patterns. I was being super aggressive this entire game, so props to him. Probably caught me and got me with the reads, which is nice. But yeah, for this week, I do remember how it was played out. For some reason, it's not on the playoff tab. Like, they didn't update it. This is supposed to be APA versus SBT, but I'm not really sure what happened here. Yeah. But anyway, Shackle King played first, I believe, and won. He played really, really well. So Shackle King definitely piped up in playoffs. I played next. I was trying to make it 2-0, but we ended up 1-1. I believe Dai played next and lost to like good semi-stall or like bulky offense. I know the Sylveon was like really annoying with Wish Tech. Sylveon, Talonflame, Roost, Rotom Wash. Yeah, like bulky offense, semi-stall. Toxic played really well. So it was 1-2. Who played next? Odin played next, I believe, and made it 2-2. Odin played really well. Went like 2-0 or 3-0. Silver played next. Unfortunately, lost to a flame charge weakness policy Victini, which is 6-0'd. Really good bring. Again, super solid bring by their player. I don't remember who it was. Simi, Chris, whatever. Then Milan played. GCS. Milan played. He played really well. His matchup was awful. He was playing Mega DIANCIE for the 4th time. His Mega DIANCIE resist is Nidoking and Heatran, which dropped to an Earth Power after Moonblast. Plus, he was playing Sand and Zapdos, and yeah, he didn't have anything for any of them. But he played really, really well to pull it back and make it 3-3. And then it was left to like Skyhorse, our best player, with the Sand Pitch Broken Team versus who was he playing? Stumbles, who was like also in Hive Kakuna with us and doing really well. It was a pretty good match. Sky's matchup was also really bad because they had a Nihilego for Pidge, which was super annoying, as well as like Scizor, Mega Scizor. SD Mega Scizor is kind of a pain for the Sand Pitch team because it gets Sand Tomb, which is really annoying for Pex, which usually can wall the which can usually wall Scizor, but SD Sand Tomb kind of makes it hard. So yeah, that was a tough matchup, and I believe they got lucky with a roll, and Garchomp lived on 1% and got crucial damage off on Dragapult, which meant it dropped to Bullet Punch. But yeah, like that was really unfortunate, and we ended up losing the series 3-4, which made me feel worse because I should have definitely won my games. Definitely won my game knowing like my teammates in the back had slightly tougher matchups than I did. So yeah, like that was really upsetting and demoralizing because I felt like I let the team down. Probably should have won my game. Like yeah, but that was it for APA's run. Good luck to SBT. Like they've been unbeaten so far, so definitely deserve to be in the finals. Well played by them. Good team. Like really good players, and I believe they're playing Colosseum. Never heard of the league, but like they're doing. I mean, I've never heard of SBT either. So, but yeah, both of them did really well, and good luck to them in the finals. And hopefully, it's a good series with like without hacks, and we can see some nice clean games with like good plays. So yeah, that'll be all from me. I'll see you guys next time. The next upload will probably be. I'm not sure if this goes first or Hive goes first. Like I don't make an order, but yeah. Anyway, bye, and I'll see you next time.